Today, again, it's gonna be a short episode. My name is Igor Silva. I'm the only one here, so we don't have any guest speaker. But today, I'm gonna bring 5 things that you should be doing right now to become a better version of yourself, to become a better athlete. Those things are just things that I do in my daily life, things that I think would be good to share with you guys, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people can benefit from it. A disclaimer before we start: I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, I'm just an athlete, and I'm just giving my experience to you guys. I want to share those things with you guys, and I hope you can enjoy it. I hope you can take something out of it. A big thing for me when it comes to tips, advice, and things like that is to kind of like have a filter and kind of see if that person has skin in the game, see if that person has built anything, and those things I do it because I've seen people that are successful nowadays doing it, and they actually created the habit of doing it, and that's why I do. So let's start. Well, first one, it's cold exposure. Basically, it's just getting cold, going out there and doing something, getting in a bath full of ice, taking a cold shower. In athletic school the other day, I made a post about it. So here are some of the benefits: reduce stress and anxiety, boost mood and energy, improve my mental clarity and focus, build resilience, improve sleep quality. So I think there are a lot of health benefits when you do that, but I think the biggest thing for me is the mental game, because I've been doing it for a while and it's still hard. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you think that you're not gonna get through, but once you're done, you are ready for the day, and you just think like, man, I'm capable of everything I wanted to do, because if I just went through that, I can go through anything. So that's the first thing. The way that I do it is just I take a normal shower, a regular shower, a hot shower, and then I just turn to cold for a while and stay there, and let that cold water hit my body. It's pretty hard, but again, I recommend. And one of the things for me is like it's creating a habit, and in order to create a habit, you need to make it easy. So I wouldn't do the beginning just like, oh, I'm gonna get in the bath and then I'm gonna put a bunch of ice there, because I can promise you, when it's time to do it, you're gonna think, oh man, it's just gonna take too long, I don't have enough time, and so I'm just not gonna do it. So it's important to create the habit, and in order to create a good habit, you need to make things easy as possible. I'm not gonna number the things that I'm telling you guys, just because I don't think there's one that's more important than the other. So I'm gonna go to the next one, not number 2. There's the next one. It's food. I think as an athlete, we already know the importance that food has in our lives. Personally, I am a vegan. It has been 3 years since I became a vegan, so I only eat plant-based food. Again, I've been doing it for many different reasons. I started because of health, and then nowadays what keeps me going is the ethical issues that are involved. I'm not telling you to become vegan. Again, I'm not a nutritionist, but yes, you can get protein from a vegan diet, from a plant-based diet. I actually felt much better. I don't think I would be able to do everything I do nowadays if I wasn't a vegan, because I just think it would be much harder. Again, I think you should go out there and learn about it, and study, and kind of not being biased towards, and just be open-minded enough to learn something about it. it's proven that, you know, it helps with soreness. The inflammation in your body goes away much faster. The blood flow increase, so that helps a lot in terms of performance. So again, even if you don't want to be vegan, you know, and again, I'm not telling you to become vegan, but I would look to eat better foods. You know, if you're every Friday, Saturday night, you sit down with a bag of chips and watch your show, maybe something wrong. You know, that's it, while you're doing that, there's someone else that they are eating something healthier, and tomorrow they probably gonna beat you when you face them because of those small habits. There's something that I always post in athletic school: small habits, big results. So keep that in mind. Next one, reading. Reading has become a big thing in my life. It's a habit that I created. That's basically why I started athletic school. I've been learning so much from reading, and I can promise you, it's not only the information that I get from the books, but also the habit of sitting down and having some type of self-reflection. You know, I've been reading anything, to be honest. I'm not really big at fiction books. I'm more about, you know, about learning something. So I'll read stoicism, philosophy, and self-help. I rather say personal development books. So I highly recommend you getting out there, find a book that sounds interesting to you, read, you know, 5 pages a day, 10 pages a day, but start reading. You know, and again, those are things that if we look at professional athletes, business people that are successful, you know, they always go back to those things that they learn throughout their journey, and reading, it's one of them. It's pretty common in the business world and in the sports world for those at the top. So if you are not doing, you're getting behind. You know, the other day I said that there's no advantage. What's the quote again? If you're not reading, there is no advantage over someone that doesn't know how to read. So the difference between you and someone that doesn't read, that doesn't know how to read, there's actually none, because you're not reading. You know, reading is pretty cheap. The next one is pliability. That's something that I learned from Tom Brady, reading Tom Brady's book. It's basically using the foam roller and making sure your muscles are getting pliable. That's basically they state when your muscles are not stressed at all. So that actually not only helps you recovering, but actually helps you performing better. So you're literally ready to go when you do that. So it's using that foam roller almost in a daily basis, I would say. If you go to the gym and if you lift, you should be using even more. And another thing is using the resistance bands. You know, that it's almost like physiotherapy, and you should do it because that helps a lot. You shouldn't do much, but that's something that I do every day before I start lifting, before I go to any type of workout. It's basically what Tom Brady is doing. And I mean, maybe you don't like Tom Brady, you know, whatever, but I mean, that guy has a bunch of Super Bowls, and I think we have a lot to learn from him. And it's not like he's doing that trying to sell this or that to you, even though he does. But like, you can get a foam roller at Amazon for $15-20. You can also get one in the athletic school store for $20. And there's a lot of benefits, and I don't think if you're not doing, again, you need to take care of your body. You know, as an athlete, there are some things that you need to do, and if you think you're going to practice for 2 hours and then you think it's enough, like, I can promise you it's not enough. It's not enough, because there are people out there that they are doing way more than you, and they're gonna get to a place that you wanted to be, and then you're gonna wonder why they got there before you. And it's actually your own fault because you weren't putting the work that you were supposed to do. And then last one, but not least important, is hydration. Another thing that Tom Brady talks a lot about it. Again, I know it sounds cliche in terms of athlete in athletics because we know that, but do we really do? Do we really drink that much of water? You know, I personally I drink electrolytes and I feel that they are really helpful to me. It helps me kind of boosting my hydration kind of thing. I wouldn't, again, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, but I would look into that. And another thing is try it, see how you feel. I wouldn't use too much. There are a lot of sugar in electrolytes, but sugar actually helps you absorbing the electrolytes itself, the minerals that are in it. So I would look into that. I would try that actually. I usually drink in the morning, or maybe a day that I know that I'm gonna have like 2 sessions of training, or I'm gonna run, or I know I'm gonna sweat a lot, and I'll do that. So these are the 5 things that I have for you guys. I hope you guys liked it, and again, go try it out. Let me know if you liked it or not. Let me know if it works for you or not. Actually, I have one more. For you. Is sleep. Again, I know it sounds cliche, and to be honest, I know that a lot of people, especially when it comes to college students, college athletes, we are not sleeping enough. Not only enough, but we don't have a good sleeping schedule. The time to sleep, it's at night. It's proven. There are studies that shows the time to sleep, the time to rest, it's at night. So if you're sleeping maybe 3 hours a night and then you're taking a 4 hours nap during the day, it's not the same. It's not the same, and you can lie to yourself as much as you want, but it's not the same. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I would love to have a talk to whoever have anything against that. And there are plenty of studies out there that shows that that's not really how it works. So at least 7 hours, I think that's enough. That's what I do. Waking up early, it's also something that I do usually, and I feel great. And to be honest, I think, I'm not a morning person. Well, you're just lying to yourself, to be honest, because you are not sleeping enough. You are not. It's a habit that you create. It's a habit that you create. Again, it's a habit. So if you don't want to be a morning person, that's okay. But don't say it that you are not. That just shows how a fixed mindset you have. So I would definitely create better habits. If you want to become someone, a better person, you need to start doing other things, new things. So I definitely would try going to bed early. Taking stop eating, stop drinking coffee until late at night. Before bed, maybe you can drink a tea, do a meditation, things like that. That makes a huge difference, and that impacts the sleep that you're gonna have. And then you're gonna wake up in the morning feeling like you are a morning person. And to be honest, I never liked waking up early, but once I started creating the habit, going to bed early, doing the right thing before I go to bed, that's an important thing. And like I mentioned before, meditation is a big thing, and meditation, it's something that you don't need to sit down like Buddha and meditate. You can go for a walk. Ryan Holiday mentions that stillness is the key. So go for a walk without your phone, without listening to any music or anything. Just go clean your thoughts. And self-reflection, journaling. Those are things that it's a type of meditation. No matter what, that helps you release some stress, helps you think clearly, and and then impact other areas in your life. But well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for staying to the end. Please let me know what you think. You know, if you disagree, if you agree. I would love to see what you guys have to say about it. I'm open-minded to learn from you guys as well. Again, those are things that I try and I've seen a lot of benefits. So why not try it, you know? And I'm down to try new things as well. If there's something else that you think I missed, please let me know. I would love to see what you guys have to say. Make sure to follow the Athletic School on Instagram, TikTok, all social media. Make sure you follow us on Spotify as well, on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We actually have a store now as well. So if you go to theathleticschool.com, you can find some of our gears there and other things like the foam roller that I mentioned before. You can find all the information about us, about me, about Gustavo, my partner. Yeah, stay tuned for more, and I see you guys in the next show. Thank you.